So anyway, welcome back to the Definitely Serious podcast, Joseph.
Welcome back. I am Joseph, as has previously been stated.
A bit rude that you didn't say my name.
Well, I thought you were going to say your name.
But I thought you were going to just repeat what I did.
And I'm joined by Kieran.
Yeah, cheers, whatever.
My wonderful assistant, companion in the bedroom.
What are we doing today, Joseph?
We are doing the hit TV show Fallout, based on the hit game series of the same name, Fallout.
Created by Bethesda Studios.
No.
No. ZeniMax?
No, it was created. Bethesda just bought the rights after like the first two, mate.
Wait, so Fallout 3 and 4's on with them?
Not even 3, it's just 4.
Oh, was it one of them things on the TV logo thing at the start of every episode?
I didn't watch the intros.
What?
Yeah.
It was like 10 seconds long. TikTok brain, TikTok brain.
No, I just don't like seeing the same thing repeatedly.
TikTok brain.
If anything, it's the opposite.
So you don't like watching like TV intros, mate?
No, I like watching TV intros.
Yeah, you don't like watching the same thing repeatedly. Go watch the scene in Godzilla scene again.
I've actually come to the conclusion that's not my favourite scene in the whole movie.
That doesn't take away from that point. Don't try to lie.
Our first TV show.
It is. No, it isn't. Doctor Who. Our first
Series.
Yeah, of a show that's just come out.
Yeah.
We're not usually this quick.
No,
God,
we are not.
Golly gosh, we are today.
Oh, we are quicker than the ghoul's drawing of a gun.
And that says a lot.
Because he's fucking
He's
rapid.
fast on the sticks.
Pew, 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 pew.
We saw the trailer. I liked the trailer.
I did not like the trailer.
But then it's interesting that all you talked about. So why don't you like this, mate? Don't like the way he uses his mask.
Which, by the way...
Happens once, doesn't it, I think?
I don't even remember it.
So I had to endure that rant.
Yeah, but then why have you put him in the trailer with no thing on? I'm not a fan of the game being played. That's what was happening, mate.
I do this for the love of the game, baby.
You've got to advertise your stars.
Yeah, it's more like an actor thing. Yeah, but as an actor as well.
I see through it.
But what I didn't like, actually, was the Iron Man shots. But at the same time, what else can they do?
I thought they were good.
It was just the classic, this is just... When he was just like...
Yeah, but I prefer that over him not having the helmet on.
No, he had the helmet on in the trailer. It just shows him, like, the mask like opening a bit to see his face.
That is still stupid. But we'll allow it. But I'm glad he didn't do full helmet off. that would have
but the dad did.
All right, spoiler. So should we put out, by the way, there will be spoilers in this?
There will be spoilers.
Depends how much you view as a spoiler, but we'll just say all of it's going to be a spoiler. So.
Every single bit. So you got the 3 seconds.
3, 2, 1, right. It's mental out at the end. No, I'm joking. We won't go there straight away.
New Vegas.
So, do we break it up into episodes?
No, let's just speak about it as a whole, mate.
Wow.
Don't do a reach.
Okay, fair enough. So, what do you think about the main characters? I think that's
so we got the trio, haven't we? We got the trio. Interesting.
An unlikely trio. That's original.
That really, I didn't like that because that was just the way you said it. And to be fair, the trio they're in like one scene together at the end.
Yeah, they're not really.
One of them is quite literally unconscious.
Yeah, they're not really a trio. And also, how shit would it be if it was a likely trio?
Yeah, man, I do love they're not the same type, but they have to come together for this.
Wow.
For that.
So yeah, the main cast.
The main cast.
Start with the main character.
What's her name?
Lucy.
Lucy
McLean.
Oh, yes, actually. So, yeah, this is what it is. Jared was speaking to me about this.
Yep.
He was saying how, when you actually look at it, that these 3 characters are just the standard games experience with not just Fallout, but like
most RPGs.
Most RPGs, in the sense of Lucy's your first one, where you're just the good guy all the way through, and the good playthrough, I'm such a nice person.
Yep.
Maximus is the second one, where you do some crazy stuff.
Yeah.
But you're also a good person. Like, yes, I've adopted my kid from Whiterun, but yes, I'm also a cannibal for a Daedric prince.
Yep. Okay.
And then obviously the goal is just your evil playthrough when you've played the game so many times, like he has.
On a vague yes.
Yeah, on a stereotypical level.
Yeah, if you look at the silhouette,
Yeah.
I agree, because you could easily say, well, Maximus is actually just good.
He's not.
Okay, so we'll start with Maximus.
Yeah.
Who's Maximus played by, Kieran?
I can
Is
tell
it
you.
someone who looks like Denzel Washington? That's fine. He's got Denzel vibes in a positive, complimentary way.
Say anything.
He
I
reminds me
actually
of
didn't say
Denzel, though.
anything.
He actually does remind me of Denzel, and I like it. Aaron Clifton Moten. For me personally, the highlight of the series. Loved it, man. Loved it.
He wasn't my. He wasn't my highlight, but he was up there.
Okay.
He was a weird guy. It's interesting. All the conversations I've had with anyone about this show have all at some point gotten to. He's a bit weird, isn't
Because
he?
I don't actually think he is weird.
He is weird. It's as soon as he gets with Lucy, he turns into a decent person again.
Yeah, who wouldn't?
But my theory is, this is just a general theory for where the show's going, is that now, spoiler, he's the knight, and he's going to be high ranking in the Brotherhood because he's been mentored by
He's
the
basically
leader.
second in command.
Yeah, he's going to go nuts with that power again. Now that he was good with Lucy, but when you actually look at him when he's away from trying to get in her pants, he's quite literally just a bit of a weird guy.
I don't think he is that weird.
He's just very morally ambiguous.
That's good. Aren't we all?
Bro's friend got her fucking feet raised up and was like, well, I wanted that to happen. Then he let someone die of an insult, but then...
It wasn't just an insult, mate. It represented far more. It represented the general mistreatment of his
but it's
kind.
the fact, before the insult started, Bro was taking so long in that bag. Bro had it in his hand and was just, let me just...
Look, because he's obviously been a dick. Mate, the first time I spoke to each other, he said, scrub my crotch plate.
I know, but it took him... Yeah, but then when you look at the other guy, his other squire...
Oh, the one who just beat him up repeatedly throughout his entire childhood. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, but when he was insulting him, did he turn into a mass murderer?
No,
And then they had a lovely conversation. They were having a look. Yeah, he fell instantly. It didn't take much to go, you know what, actually, I might murder him. But then he was having that lovely conversation with him. And we're like, oh, you know what, let me show you something. And the moment he reacts a bit weirdly, he goes, well, I've got to kill you now.
Because he does, to be fair, to save his own life.
Yeah, but there was no... Sorry,
I like
have
how
to do
Maximus is the bad guy in this and not the Brotherhood. Think
the
about that. Think about that.
No, but the Brotherhood's obviously bad, but he was going to... They had a lovely heart-to-heart and was like, you know what, I trust you, mate. Wait,
Yeah,
why are
and
you
then
looking at me
that
like
trust
that?
got taken away.
But
So
he didn't,
I've got to
threaten
act
him.
on
He was just
this.
like, I've got to tell you, I can't let you get away with this. And just went, right, I'll instantly just crush your foot.
You got to
It's a weird guy.
I don't think he
And
is.
mate, it's the weird soundtrack that
So
plays.
how is he
and that
weirder
weird look.
than the ghoul?
No, but the ghoul is a bad person, and he knows he's not pretending
So
to
that's
be a good
alright.
person. Well, yeah, well,
Because
that's
you're half and half. That's
I'm not. But I'm not. I'm just saying, as a judgment level, he is just a weird guy. I'm not saying if it's good or bad, but he is a weird guy.
Yeah, he is.
If you're in a room with him,
I feel comfortable.
no, he would kill you the moment it benefits him.
Yeah, but that's not... In the world of
And then
Fallout,
as
mate,
well- and
every
then as
single
well-
character we meet
He's
is
just
like
a weird
that.
guy, mate. He's a weird guy, and you know it. And I guarantee you, he's going on a villain arc.
Yeah, and I want to see it.
But I know he would. But that just shows
You
know.
tell me the same when you get a big power suit and you're not instantly crushing feet.
But then you know he's also a bad person because you're so easy to accept that. But for some reason, you're contesting me.
Yeah.
You know he is weird.
Yeah, he's weird.
He's on some weird subreddits if he's in this world. That's all I'm saying. But I did like him as a character. He got so much better.
I think he got worse.
The last episode, he didn't have much to do.
Yeah.
But I liked him with Lucy. I'll tell you one bit that actually, not me. This is just the Brotherhood storyline. The convenience. There's a lot. You mentioned it. Some things just happen. But do you know when he's in the power? He's the squire.
Yeah.
And the knight just goes, you know what? Let's land here. Ages
Yeah.
away from the checkpoint, just in a random bit in the forest. But luckily, this random bit in the forest is also right next to the cave where the other character just was, and it happens to lead them directly on the trail.
Yeah.
Like, if they didn't land there, the whole plot for them doesn't happen.
But
And
then-
it all's just on a guy just going...
But then it's got to happen.
It has, but...
We've had this same discussion
it has,
before.
But you
and
definitely could write a better way.
You could, but then I'm sure how? Because I'm sure you could potentially pick apart that.
Land, find tracks. Last known location. Arrive in Philly. Where did he go? Where did this guy go? Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
I will say I think this is
Rather
a bit more
than-
interesting.
Throw it and we'll go that way.
I think it's a bit more interesting because does sort of, because the Brotherhood of Steel have been built up to these things, right? And then the first time we actually spend some proper time when we realise they're just people, and I kind of like that.
I think that, but I think that was my critique. Because have you seen the Knight Titus memes?
Yeah, I don't even get it. He wasn't that much of a dick.
No, just the fact that he was just an absolute pussy.
Yeah, he was a bit of a wuss.
Fuck.
That was so
Paladin's
funny.
honest reaction. He's a weird guy, mate.
Yeah, I didn't get the thing with Ty. I get he was a bit of a pussy,
Yeah.
but then no more than a pussy than like. Do you get what I mean? I've just thought he was a normal person. I didn't. It's that one account on Twitter, Fallout guy or whatever his name is, just going and another character braver than Knight Titus. It's like, what would you do?
Yeah, but I think
That every single character you've named would run away from a Yao Guai.
in a power suit, Lucy's fighting them. I actually believe that. The ghouls fighting just because they just enjoy it. I think Maximus in a suit would at least try to put up a fight.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna brand a man a pussy for not wanting to fight a
Yeah, but I
mutated
think
grizzly bear.
what they were going for, that he actually just was.
Yeah.
Because even the lead guy was just like, oh, for fuck's sake. That bird's not surprised.
Yeah.
I would say the Brotherhood storyline was the least interesting for me.
Yeah, it is a bit just generic. Oh,
But
we
that-
need to go get it.
Yeah.
Why? Why?
You
Just
need to
do.
go get it, mate.
Just do.
Um,
Or they will.
I'll tell you, right.
It's fine, mate. I know you don't like the plant, but like I'd
That's
refrain
really aggravating me, mate. What's her brother called?
from... I don't know. Gary Neville? Do you not think he looks like Gary Neville?
Yeah, but anyway.
Do you not think he looks like
He
Gary
does,
Neville?
he does.
He looks like Gary Neville, mate. It's freaking me out. It looks like someone deep faked Gary Neville's face onto a teenage boy. You know the character from Men with the deep fake?
Norm from Hannah Montana.
I can't believe he's from Hannah Montana.
That's literally the first thing I've properly seen him in.
It was
And he's actually good. His storyline
Yeah.
was the most interesting, but the vault stuff. Because I watched it with Becca, and she knew about the vault stuff, and when she was watching it, she was like...
So the Vault stuff, you mean the Fallout Vault stuff, or this show's specific Vault
this
stuff?
shows... But even just... No, but... So let me finish my point, does it? Before you mansplain it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, she was just like... The more I'm thinking a bit about it, the thing that's drawing me to Fallout is the vault aesthetic stuff, and like the 6 days intrigue and stuff, or like the modern stuff, and not the wasteland stuff.
Yeah.
I kind of agree with that. But
I agree. Wasteland dead.
I don't know, for some reason, just like his whole plot with like figuring everything out was just so much more like interesting to me than like any other storyline, like by far. Like I was so invested in that vault.
Yeah, it's
mystery.
the only thing I cared about, really. Like, I didn't really... No offence, Lucy, mate. Didn't care.
She was a weird character.
Like, I like the general vibe, but I wasn't thinking, oh, what's going to happen to Lucy next episode?
Yes.
You know what I mean? I was like, I'll enjoy what happens.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't care what happens when she meets her dad. I don't care about that. I want to know what's going on in Vault 31, which I felt was underwhelming.
Do you think? I liked it. I thought it was really good. It's smart from a Vault Tech view.
It's a clever business plan.
Yeah,
Buds.
the whole thing that dirty little rat's just a brain. Whatever his name was. Yeah, Bud, the annoying. So that was a good bit.
The
How he was just
robo
like
brain.
pretend, how he well not pretend, but his whole thing was, haha, there's a funny, weird, annoying guy, but I'm also a massive psychopath who's planning like the end of the world.
Yeah, I thought that was... Honestly, Bud's character's really good.
Yeah, he was a twat, but like good for him.
Yeah.
But that whole thing of he is the no, that they've just got so many people stored and they just implant them every bit.
Yeah, every 20 years we
That
release
is
another
just-
one to replace the old one.
Yeah, evil.
That is genius. That is those people from Dune level planning.
Yeah, no, genuinely, like fair fucks.
We planning centuries, mate.
It makes me think, because I was getting angry about it. I was like, even that blonde one, you know, who gets her eyes stabbed out.
Yeah, she's in on it.
She's pretending. I was like, no, you're one of them too. Like
You know.
you know everything that's going on.
So she from before the war.
Yeah,
Oh, that's weird.
and so you know what? So was
Spoilers.
probably Bert. That's why she was so attached to Bert.
They've literally been in love for 200 years.
Yeah, they literally probably had a normal life together back in the day.
I loved her as well.
I know,
Do
right?
you know who she gave me strong vibes of? Sarah Paulson. Young Sarah Paulson. Yeah, thank you. So did
Yeah.
the leader of Vault 4, the dark-haired woman. She gave me Sarah Paulson vibes as well. Am I saying...
Ish, but she reminds me of someone else more, or
Okay.
I think I might have just seen that actress in something else, and I
Right.
can't think of it.
Am I saying
Those two
Sarah
are both
Paulson should
likely.
be in season 2, by the way? Yes.
Aaron Paul next season. Come on.
Oh, right, we'll get this out the way now.
Oh,
Do you know
yeah.
who would have been?
Mm.
Forgotten his name.
Wow. I think they would have really brought something to that role.
Matthew Perry. Yeah, Matthew Perry would have been in this.
What?
Not officially,
Yeah.
but he's a Fallout fan. He loves Fallout. He's in Fallout New Vegas as the villain Mr. House or something like that. Do you know that funny meme? It was like, oh, it was rigged all from the start.
Yeah.
That's him. So I imagine he
Oh.
would have been in the Fallout show in some capacity if he hadn't have sadly passed away.
I don't want to speak about that.
Yeah.
Why would you have to tell
I've
me
been
that?
sitting on that for weeks.
Well,
So I enjoyed the Vault stuff as well.
like the vaults. Like I would say it was amazing. If I'm honest with you. But one thing I want to get on with just a little nitpick. I've noticed we've been going. Pick your nose. I've been going a lot of negative stuff. I want to clarify. I thought this was a very good show.
No, so did I.
I thought it was ridiculous. Like in terms of adaptation as well. Up there.
Well, what's it adapted, mate? Post or pre Bethesda Fallout?
Which one would you prefer?
Post. I just want Fallout 4 in a video game. I really like Fallout 4.
Give me the Institute. Give me the synths.
I
have a synth theory, but I'll get to that in a sec.
I want to hear that.
Santa Claus. The Ghost of Christmas Present from the Jim Carrey Christmas Carol.
Jim Carrey did a Christmas Carol.
Yeah, it's the animated one.
Jim Carrey?
Yeah, the animated one. No way you don't know that's
Jim
him.
Carrey? Like Jim? We're about the same Jim Carrey.
Ace Ventura.
Yeah.
Yes. There's no way you didn't know it was him. There's no way.
What am I Googling again, mate?
A Christmas Carol animated film. No way.
I've never watched it.
Don't cut this out, by the way. Do not. No.
Oh, okay, now I see it.
Yeah.
I kind of see it.
Yeah, it's like, how can you not see it? And you can hear it in his... I can't believe this.
I've never watched it. So maybe, like, fucking hold up before you
It's
start
like,
attacking
fuck
me.
off. Yeah.
I've not watched it. So for a start, how would I know it's him?
How have you not watched it, mate? Look at yourself.
Drop
your phone, why don't you, mate, eh?
I don't view animation as a proper art form. And
That's
leave it at
so...
that. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah, okay, we'll leave it at that.
So, let's discuss...
Actually, mate, I'd still like to finish my original point.
Oh, go for your nitpick. Yeah.
So, Moldova was big before the bombs, right? She was known as the one speaking out. I don't know how public she would have been to Vault-Tec. But if Vault-Tec and that knew about her, how would he not recognise her? Do you know what I mean?
How would who not recognise her?
Her dad, Lucy's dad. Paul Atreides in the 1984. Kyle MacLachlan.
Fuck off, is he?
Yeah, he's in How I Met Your Mother as the captain.
He's the original Paul Atreides?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Bro loves being in adaptations though, doesn't he?
Yeah, good for him though.
I respect it. That's what I'd do if I was an actor. Hit me up.
Seriously though, beyond Skyrim, let us know.
I'd never want that. Oh no, beyond Skyrim. No, I want that.
What were you saying?
I thought you were referencing a Skyrim TV show, which I was going to go. I want no part in that.
You would though. You would want that, wouldn't you?
No, because it'd just be Game of Thrones where he's skinned, wouldn't it? Get me in Tell Me Thrin, and I'm acting my socks off,
but
mate.
tell me you wouldn't. Yeah, but if you were offered an extra,
mate, if I was given money for anything, I'd do it.
What we want you to do is essentially just be an extra in Markarth for free.
Markarth?
Yeah, you'd still do it though, wouldn't you? For Riften, do you know what I mean? We need you to be a Riften rat. You're in it.
Oh, I'd love to chill in the rat way, mate. Eat my cheese.
I hate that place so much.
Cheese.
Cheese, come here. Yeah, so like, how didn't he recognise her? Do you know what I mean?
I don't think they knew her. That's got to be.
But she knew she was there in the city.
Sandy Shaw.
Yeah. So I find it very weird that they didn't recognise her. But I'm willing to believe it.
I also find her own aging thing weird.
Yeah, she must have been cryo-frozen.
But then it couldn't have been a part of Vault-Tec unless we find out in the second season they got to her.
She might sneak in. He might sneak her in.
Okay.
The ghoul.
But then how was she around for Sandy? How long ago was Sandy from the events of the show? Not long, because Maximus is only like 20.
Yeah,
okay,
not long. Yeah.
Possibly. I will say the ghoul did say this isn't how I recognise her.
Yeah.
In the scene with I think it's the president.
Yes.
He's not the president. Yeah. He said this isn't how I recognise, and then we cut to the old time.
Or maybe was that her name back in the day?
It might have been referring to the name.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's not how I knew her as Moldova. Yeah, possibly.
So
Don't matter now, mate. She's
Actually,
dead.
you know what? I'm gonna focus. Yeah, go on with your point, 'cause I don't want to keep. I'll spread the negativity around.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna hit you with another negative.
Oh.
Instantly.
Carry on.
And we discussed it earlier, and it's my issue with adapting.
Adopting kids.
I'm
You'd
a
rather
big
leave
fan,
them in
mate.
the dumping ground.
No,
would you,
I've
pal?
always said, mate, with adapting a game or a franchise or something that
Yeah.
people have got attachment to, inevitably you're going to piss somewhere off somewhere along the line, and I am one of those people who has been pissed off.
Why?
The gulper. It pisses me
hell.
off. The only time...
We've been through this, and you admitted you were like, "Oh yeah, fair enough."
No, but I still think it's stupid, and I think it needs to go on record.
Okay, mate. Say your piece.
So my piece, spoilers. The only gulper we see is a mutated thing from Vault 4. It's not the original design of the grouper, the gulper.
The grupper.
And that really annoys me. That annoys me. They've taken this beloved thing that was in one it was in one DLC of one game, and
This beloved family moment,
No,
and
but
they've tarnished it.
they've manipulated it for its own plot-driven reasons, and I don't like it. I don't like it.
Manipulated it.
They have.
They've taken advantage of the Gulper fans.
They have. No, because I saw the eggs and we're like, oh my god, it's
Here
going to
we
be
go,
a gulper.
yeah.
And I was like, oh, but we've just seen it, and that isn't a gulper, because that's not what they look like. But apparently that is what they look like. And then you pointed out to me, but we might just see a normal one in the next season. But why have we seen this one first? This is the issue with adapting. It's not that big of a deal,
So,
but you just got to accept the fact that you're going to piss someone off somewhere.
yeah, well, I think that's just the thing with making art in general. Not everyone's going to like it, and you've just got to go for it. And if they want to tarnish the Gulper name...
I love the gulper. Ignore the fact that it's just a reskinned Deathclaw in game. It's really good. It's really good, mate. And that pissed me off.
Yeah, well, at least you're not part of the New Vegas cult.
Oh, I've never even played it.
Have you not?
No. Harley did this earlier. I've not played 3 either.
I played New Vegas on the 360 days.
Wow.
Couldn't tell you if I played 3 or not, mate.
That one right there?
Yeah. Is that mine still?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yes. Yeah.
Well,
So it's actually that one?
probably, yeah.
Wow. That's actually crazy. Let's load it up. Let's see your old game files.
Start off the disc, brother.
No, me neither.
I was going to say, because if you had the disc, you would have mentioned it, and you would
I
have
probably would have played it.
deleted my save, probably.
If there's only one save, yep.
Cheers, mate.
Another thing that annoyed me,
Yeah.
the wasteland seemed like alright from a enemy perspective.
But
I died to the heat and the radiation and whatnot, but I'm sorry, I could survive. Take away that, and I'm not getting killed by anything, because there's nothing anywhere. Ever.
Yeah.
Nothing, mate. No bugs. We saw
No,
rad
there was the bugs. There were the
we saw
bugs.
the rad roaches, but they were used as a transitional thing.
Yeah.
And dog meat killed one that one time.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Whereas
true.
we saw one, I forgot what they're called, Brahmins.
Is those the swanny
Two-headed cows.
Did we see them?
We saw one, and it was when they arrived. It was when we first saw the ghoul.
Yeah, I
It
remember.
was just generic. Oh, look, that's summit.
That's weird thing.
Yeah.
Lol.
Oh, but then I didn't see enough of it, mate. I want to see
So
more.
my argument would be,
Go on,
but I do agree
Kieran.
with you. But my argument would be, obviously there won't be as many as there are in the game, because the game's got to have that many enemies just so to make the game fun.
Yeah.
Obviously, because if there was that many things as there is in the game, in the quote unquote real setting,
Yeah.
everyone will be dead. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's not the point.
Yeah, but you can still. I think there's a balance there. Not have as much as the game, but they should have had
More.
more.
Like, apart from that gulper that wasn't a gulper, can you think of any other encounters they had?
No, actually,
No, me neither.
on the bear.
Oh, yeah, true, to be fair, but once and then never
Yeah,
seen
once.
again.
Yeah, I
Will we see it in
agree.
season 2? Probably not.
But they were focusing on the humans of the world, Joseph. The humans. Anywho, Lucy. Oh no, actually, don't want to speak about Lucy. Sorry.
I do.
Well, that's it. And
She can.
the ghoul.
Yeah.
What do you think of the ghoul, mate?
The character, the ghoul.
Yeah.
Thought it was good.
Oh well, thanks, mate.
And this has been the deficit. I'm joking. I thought the Ghoul was really good, but more interestingly, I preferred Cooper.
Interesting.
I loved it. I loved every single.
I think I have to agree with you. I think the flashbacks were that, and the vault stuff was.
Yeah, it
by
goes
far.
vaults, flashbacks.
Yeah.
Everything else is all right.
I might go even flashbacks first, but it's close.
The link very strongly as well.
Well, I loved the flashbacks. So obviously the opening scene.
The opening scene might be one of the best opening scenes for a TV show I've ever seen.
It really. Oh, it was so good at like establishing the threat of what's about to happen.
Yeah.
2, the 60s type of aesthetic.
Yeah, there's a word for that.
Something punk in it, steampunk? Or is that just no?
No,
it
is
wasteland
a punk
stuff?
though. It is a punk.
Atom punk.
That's exactly what it's called.
Yeah.
Yes, the fascination with like
what
the
did you Google? I just put Fallout punk aesthetic.
Oh, I was googling the 50s route.
You silly
yeah,
goosey
atom punk.
Yeah. Atom punk.
Atom punk. Yeah.
Very cool. The slow shot of like a Cogsworth model.
Yeah.
That was cool. It was and the dread of the thumb thing was such a good thing to like add.
Yeah.
And I feel just so bad for him. Funny how everyone instantly just turned on each other as well. Do you know when that guy tried to get in his mates?
His best mate's vault and he's
like,
like,
you want to come here? No.
Fuck off. What would you do?
What?
What would you do?
I'd kick you to the curb, mate.
Really?
Yeah.
I'd say it's my favourite intro to a TV show since Hunters.
Jermaine, get in.
Picking Jermaine over me.
Jermaine, get in. Is the opening for Hunters the
Nazi at the barbecue?
It's so fucking good,
isn't it? But it's the
so
best
good.
intro for a show I've seen since then. And weirdly, I think that's an Amazon show.
Yeah, genuinely one of the best openings. But this is such a good opening.
Better explosion than Oppenheimer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not even joking. One thing I do want to discuss.
Hello.
The Ghoul.
The Ghoul.
On the topic of the Ghoul. So his whole story is, it's not directly said, apart from one time.
At the end, it's revealed why he's doing this all, but yeah.
Yeah, well, the president sort of hints towards it, and then he's like, listen, I'm not here to have dumb conversations with you, you stupid cunt.
Yeah.
But basically, he's looking for his wife and daughter.
Yeah.
Because we know his wife was involved in Vault-Tec, so I think she's frozen somewhere.
I think it makes sense she's also in 31. No?
It makes sense to be 31.
But it's probably
just another 31.
Yeah,
it's the same
type thing.
but different. Yeah. Because that might be too connected. That's a bit all too convenient. But where's the daughter? Because if you notice when the bombs dropped,
he's with her.
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking is, Joseph, they get to the vault in time,
and he's rejected.
I think what's going to happen is the wife will reject him. Or there'll be a collective decision, but she'll be the one to betray him and take him in. Or he'll go into the vault, he'll be in there for a bit, and they'll kick him out. Because he's just not abiding with it all.
He's not what they want
He'll get sucker punched.
It is actually quite like Sicario, isn't it? Because like the sort of overhanging theme is it's going to happen anyway, so we might as be the fuckers to control it.
Yeah.
That is literally
it. It is horrifying though that they just do it all. And I loved how he was just like slowly figuring it out, and it was just like, you know, when he was in the bar with his friend. And he was giving that metaphor of when the people they had more money than the government.
Yeah, when the cowboys have more power than the sheriff.
Yeah. And now it's just like that's exactly what's happening with Vault-Tec.
But then you got to deep it. Aren't the government just that anyway? You get what I mean? Like it's all a bit scary because everyone's fucking horrible. Like cool, yeah, the people have got more power than the government, but the government aren't great originally anyway.
No, true, but it's just the fact that they're
the fact that the term that was used is the future of the American citizens has been privatised is crazy. Does bro think he's Margaret Thatcher with the Thames water? All right, Jeremy Corbyn.
The polluted Thames water, you mean,
but it
mate?
should be publicised.
Found out by Steve Backshall recently, by the way.
Really?
I'll send you it. Yeah. He confronts this guy and he's like, so you knew and you just didn't do anything.
I fucking love Steve!
Come on, Steve!
If
Steve was in Fallout, it'd be different.
But yeah, I'm interested to see what happens with the daughter.
I felt it felt bad for him. One, because he was so like blind to it all. No, not blind to it, but willing to like. Or maybe I was wrong, just because of his wife. But even in that first scene when he's the origin for the Vault Boy, which is so cool, by the way.
That is sick.
I liked that. It was just funny. What if I just do this? We love it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. But when he's just like, oh, these things actually like radioactive, and the wife's the one who tells him to say yes. It's like so she knew from early,
Yeah.
And
I want to go back and rewatch it and notice if there's anything that's like, oh, that was a bit fishy.
Yeah, especially I want to look back and see what how that blonde one's reacting in the vault. In the early episodes, I want to see that. That's interesting.
Well, have you seen people pointing out that she looks like the Vault woman? Because she knows a male and female one.
Yeah.
And I've just clocked she's from before the war, so she actually could be the Vault female woman.
That's cool.
Like she just could be.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes,
Like she actually could just be.
I like, and that bit with Matt Berry as Cockroach. You mentioned how horrible that is. Just you lived for 200 years as a ghoul, and you just have to not constantly, but every now and then, just hear your mate's voice through a robot.
Yeah. Imagine that. You're 200 years, and nuke's dropped, and you're all infected and shit. And you just hear me every now and then going, "Would you like some tea?"
Me, in like 200 years, I'm a rotting ghoul, and all of us. Sudden, I hear a robot coming up to me and going, "Hello there, and welcome back to the Definitely Series podcast."
And this is episode
7,000.
Still on 25 subs as well. That's crazy.
But I liked how it showed the difference in humanity, because he had that bit when he calls him dog meat as well.
That felt a bit too
on the but that's only for game fans. No one else had noticed that, because at the end he is just calling it dog and you're a piece of meat.
Yeah.
Because obviously, he clearly just doesn't like this dog, but obviously he's learning to care again.
And it's reminded me of his own friend.
But that's because that bit when they're asking him about the movie, and he's like, "Yeah, it was my actual dog in it."
Yeah, how he loves the dog.
And what actually got him annoyed was what do you mean there's no vaults, no dogs in the vaults? What do you mean by that?
Oh my god, literally, that's what started his entire
thing.
He
was just like, and you're going to take away our daughter's best friend for what? And when were you going to tell me this?
Yeah. The other thing that made it thingy for me was are these mandatory? The vault suits. I was like, when I think about it, that is weird.
It's a cult. It
is weird.
It is.
Why is it mandatory?
And they're all just convinced it's democracy.
It's capitalism.
That bit when she was like, what a good way to remove the competition. Not the competition. What was
to guarantee the results?
Yeah, or just to remove the problems is just to remove the problems and just create our own species.
Mm-hmm.
Literal trying to become gods for you horrible. Right. It was horrifying in that scene. When he was listening and he's like, "Go on, set them straight."
Yeah,
and then just to hear your wife just go
triple down.
What if we set the bombs off ourselves?
Yeah, what if we dropped it? What if we dropped the bomb?
And he's just like, "What?"
Nah, another thing I find crazy. The only reason them lot, all the big companies, because you got to go with me. They are trying to preserve the human race incorrectly, but they are trying to. And all these other big people weren't fussed until because the reason they weren't buying it, and the reason she said is, why don't we turn the competition here? There, and it's like, whoever's the best at this, you essentially just get the fucking earth.
Yeah.
And it's like, for a start, I don't think that's your position to give that away. And that's weird, because they instantly all just piped up and was like, "Oh, what if we just put too many in one vault, and the fight is the strongest win?"
The rats, yeah.
Yeah, and then what if we have one where there's kids, but only the smartest ones make it to adulthood? And then he's just on the phone listening in on the other side, and it's like, what the fuck? Imagine your wife doing that to you.
It's horrible. I feel so. And then he has to sign an autograph from fucking Kyle MacLachlan.
That reveal one is.
I liked it.
Intense to me, is it?
With a bad CGI face, but it's fine.
Oh, the de-aging.
Bro, it was just why was he so white?
Just cast a guy who looks like him. Yeah. It's more about the features, really. Put a prosthetic nose and some sideburns on, and we get it.
Yeah,
we get it.
But I did like the reveal itself, and when it's Betty who's the assistant.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh, this is how it all connects, and it's just like, but
is that Betty?
Yeah, it was Betty.
It's the same Betty.
Who was leading the 31. Bro, they're all there, mate. They all just worked there, and they're like, what if we just... Oh, you horrible... It's actually psychotic when you think about it.
Oh, that's so fucked. And it's not even like they are better than us. Because if there were, I could argue, fair enough, do it without us.
They're just normal people who just have got idealistic views.
Yeah, because when they're in the board meeting, they just start taking little jibes at each other. We know our sales are down, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, this isn't the place to be discussing.
That guy, they show the guy from New Vegas, don't they? The guy who rules the town.
Mr. House.
Yeah, and everyone was annoyed because he was like, he's so against Vault-Tec in
The game.
Yeah, but here is stuff like loads of people are annoyed. I was like, one, he could like Jared was like, fans when they realise people have the capability to lie. Like, how do you know he actually didn't care about Vault-Tec?
Yeah, but then if
just
he's got
wanted
the entire
power.
game.
But I was to say, I was like, yeah, that's true. But in this meeting, they literally established this is the first one. He's critical at the start, and they're like, no, but we're just discussing. They're trying to get people on board. So
yeah, they're not on
there
board
is no
yet.
indication that he's on board.
Is he the one that's constantly doubting it with like he puts the cig out?
The moustache.
Oh, the moustache. Yeah, it is House.
And he makes the joke about the casino thing. I was like,
yeah, you
Vegas.
could lose money. You could say, cause he fucking runs New Vegas.
See what they're planting seeds and they're letting it brew.
Oh my god, that's cool.
Imagine, by the way, that like for Kyle MacLachlan. Imagine just like getting shot and it's just a ghoul of a guy who asked for an autograph like 200 years ago. The way he uses the quote again.
Oh,
I liked him, man. I was just like, this guy's so cool.
It is cool how that's like one of the first things we see in the show, and then it's one of the last things we see in the show. And it's like a recurring.
He was just like, he was so famous for just playing that cowboy who hated the commies, and now he is just gunslinger.
Yeah, he became the character. He also had a lot of disagreements with the character, which I liked.
Yeah, I liked that. He was like, I don't think
I'd shoot him. Like, I'm the sheriff.
And then when he says like, you commie bastard or something, and then everyone likes that, and it's just like, yeah, I guess.
It's empty.
Cool.
Yeah, I like the communist stuff.
Yes, the Reds, the policy stuff.
That's just a dirty word they used to call people who aren't insane. Slay Moldova.
Get that on Tumblr quotes. Get that on Tumblr quotes now.
Let me mould over that in my head. Let's just sit and analyse what is going on here. Seriously, when she said that, bars were spat.
Let's just stop there because that might have been the most genius thing you've ever said. But also, when you think about it, it doesn't make any sense.
Not at all, mate.
Moldova. I was like,
what does Moldova mean? But you get what I'm going for.
But at the same time, it was genius.
I think it's similar to Moldova.
Yeah.
Like you mull something over in your head. Now I'm saying words a lot and they don't sound like words.
Yeah, I don't even know if that's true, but I'm going with it.
Sounded good.
Yes. Good one, Joe.
Cheers, pal. Cheers. I'm here all week, unfortunately.
It's Moldova.
What do you think of her as a character?
I didn't feel like we saw enough of her.
I didn't get it. Like,
she was built up so much.
She's got power. What power?
And then she dies only after we've just properly seen her to further someone else's story arc. And I was like, that's why, if I'm honest with you, mate, part of me thinks she might be a synth.
She was bleeding though. I saw the blood.
Can synths not bleed? Like any version?
I mean, if you've made the fucking robot, you can make it bleed, but then there's do you know what I mean?
Just to make it more believable. Or that's what I mean, because it's like they built her up all this time, and then she just shows up and gets just murked. But I guess she fulfilled her purpose. But like,
yeah, what was her thing anyway?
We didn't see her enough. Cult. That's what I mean.
Vault 4, praising her, the Flame Mother,
getting naked.
Where's the Flame Mother?
Getting freaking with it.
Where's the Flame Mother come from?
She's the one who survived. Shed his hands.
Oh, is that actually what it is?
Probably.
Oh.
Like, why were they getting freaky with it?
Right, another thing as well, mate. Let's discuss Rose, the mum.
Yes.
What do you think about her being ghoulified?
Felt bad for her, but it makes sense.
Bit shit, bit boring.
Why?
Like, oh, she's been a ghoul this whole time. Surprise, surprise. Oh, she's also been the one sat there this entire scene. Who would have seen that?
I liked that though, but I
saw it coming a mile off.
Yeah, I think that was the point. She was like, I think you already know.
No, like even before that. Like, as soon as that ghoul, first time we saw it, I was like, that's her mum.
Did you?
Yeah, instantly. I was like, well, it's got to be. Why is there a random ghoul here?
Yeah, true.
And also, I don't think they leaned into the... Were they trying to imply that they were lesbians? Because like, she held her hand and was like, oh, Rose, we did it. Or was that just like me and you being boys and watching Insidious in our underpants?
Right, just let's stop here.
Was she running away from Vault-Tec or was she running away from a closet of sexuality?
I think you've just seen two females holding hands, and your first thought was...
Are they lesies?
Are they lesbians?
They're the scissor.
Get that off my screen!
No, mate, I want them on the screen. So they're not lesbian?
They might... No, I don't think
no,
that's
I think
what
they
were
were just best mates.
Yeah, that was like, is that what they were going for? And then your evidence was they held hands as she was dying next to her friend and just wanted to hold her friend's hand.
So if I died, would you keep me as a ghoul to chain to a chair for
No,
years?
but if I was dying and we were both down together, I'd probably like put my hand on you and be like,
No, but
nice
she's
one, mate.
kept it there. That's what I mean. Like, she's kept it there for that entire time. How many times has she moved and had to bring the ghoul with her?
Just 'cause he's a good friend, mate.
But then why?
It's Shaun of the Dead vibes, mate.
Literally, though, bro.
Keep him in the cupboard.
Yeah, Nick Frost, mate.
Keep
Get in
him
the shed. Let's play Call of Duty. So I think they should have leaned more into the fact that she was best mates with the mum, because I think that's what it was.
Yes, yeah.
I didn't really get that apart from the fact that there was the flashback, which they shared.
They definitely could have done more with Moldova.
I think so, but like you said, mate, synth, bring her back for season 2.
Yeah, they should have let her stay there and be present in the story, like Mold, and just sit in the corner. Yeah, over there,
and
Mold
slowly
over
growing
there.
us, mate.
Oh God, there's Mold over there because they can't get rid of her. That's what it is.
She just keeps coming back. Do you know who else was a highlight of the series?
Who else was the highlight of the series?
I'm going to go as far to say the only time a person was on screen and I was like, shit, I'm listening.
Yeah.
The leader of the Brotherhood. There's something
He was
about,
cool.
There's
Yeah, he
something
was a good
about
actor.
that style of actor where it's like, all right, I'm listening. It's like the guy from King of the Monsters.
It's just like you've done Shakespeare before.
Yeah, you know the guy from King of the Monsters?
Which one?
The bad guy, Christopher.
Oh, Charles Dance.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, he reminds
one
me
of
of
the
him.
best actors of all time. Yeah.
Exactly. It's that type of thing, and it's like, all right, I'm listening.
Yeah,
I
he
am
was like,
listening
you
to
have
everything
got
you
presence.
say.
Yeah.
That's the word.
Presence.
He filmed the scene.
All eyes on him. When they see him in the club, all eyes on us.
Wow.
All eyes on us.
What's
And
that
it made
from?
me want to scream and shout. Scream and Shout by will.i.am and Britney Spears. It's Britney, bitch. Anyway.
I used to listen to that song.
It's a good song.
I used to listen to the birthday one as well. Miley Cyrus rapping
Oh,
in a Michael Jordan jersey.
Yeah.
That's aged well.
Let's talk about Lucy, actually.
Do you want to talk about Lucy?
Probably let's talk about the main character.
So I don't think her boobs and bum were big enough. And that was
We'll never be
obviously
able
a
to
joke.
We'll never be able to do a live show.
No, because that was obviously a joke.
It isn't that, mate?
No, it is.
Oh, that's what I forgot to address. The fucking
No, it is.
the insidious comments you made.
What I said about the movie.
No, when we
It's a
were
fantastic
watching
franchise.
Insidious.
I
When
mean-
we watched Insidious.
Oh!
Good times, wasn't it? Funny. It's funny. I was speaking about not a similar thing, but
You shared these
oh,
experiences.
because it came up and I was like, oh, do you remember? I was talking to A-List. I was like, do you remember that Coach show in E4?
Coach
she was-
trip.
Yeah, and she was like, oh, yeah. I was like, yeah, me and Joe just used to like sit together and watch it. And there were a few people on the table and were like, oh, that's interesting.
What's interesting about that?
And I was like, what? Just having a good friend?
Just two blokes sitting down watching good on reality TV. What's wrong with that?
Just two good friends.
Two
Really
friends.
good friends.
We're just friends, man.
Watching Coach Trip on E4+1.
That's what straight blokes do.
That's what men do.
I've remembered why it was not gay. We had a pint of Carling.
Yeah, we were absolutely drinking tinnies.
Tinnies!
Uh,
That's how manly we are.
I forgot as well, by the way. So it was Lauren who was the follower. I forgot to mention that to you.
Okay, yeah.
They've listened to about 5 episodes now.
Okay.
They loved the June episode.
Okay, wrong, but go on. Better than the film, though.
Says it's a shame Joseph has bad taste. I said, preach your sister.
Previous
Just wanted to shout out 'cause she's been begging for one.
Okay, so shout out Lauren, man.
Yeah, shout out, mate. Well done. Hope you're happy.
Yeah.
Boo boo.
Well done for being one of the 8.
Good.
What a classic reference.
Oh, that was. Ooh, that's a thinker.
That's a thinker.
That's a thinker.
You're not the thinker.
So Lucy.
Lucy.
Lucy
played
Goosey.
by- I've forgotten the name. I googled it earlier. And
Okie dokie.
got distracted by the eyes.
She does have big eyes.
Very big eyes. Ella Purnell or something like that.
Oh, nice.
Ella Purnell.
Oh, look at that. You got it straight.
It's in my recent research.
Why is that?
I like to do research for the show.
Because you care about
Research.
Yeah.
That's why I googled every other character's name.
Yep.
Tell me who plays the ghoul now.
Who plays the ghoul?
Who plays the ghoul? Not Ella Purnell. No, I'm a big fan, mate.
She is actually really good. I wish she had more depth. I feel like she doesn't react to things normally, but I guess that is the vibe of Fallout, isn't it?
That is also the vibe of a Vault Dweller.
Yeah, of a Vault Dweller.
Like she's
The
just
Vault Dweller.
She's just a very peculiar person.
Yeah,
because they grow up in a very peculiar place.
But I did like what they did with her.
What did they do with her?
Actually, I'm going to stop and answer that, but one
Okay.
character I really did like was the guy with the dog. When they killed him, I was gutted. I just liked his vibe.
Oh yeah, I messaged you. It's my favourite character.
Yeah, where was he working, by the way? that were doing the dog things, but he also knows about all these people.
Yeah, and is that still going on, the dog thing, or is that before?
What the fuck
and how's
was
he been
that?
escaped for so long?
What was that?
Is that the in-universe explanation why Dogmeat in-game is such a beast because he's from this training facility? I don't understand.
But then how does he know about everyone and like the McLeans and... I don't fucking know, mate. Or maybe because he knew he did Sadie Sands. Anyway, but yeah, Lucy, I liked her... Like, she doesn't completely become a monster, which felt like the obvious... I liked that moment,
Yeah,
you know,
that
when
was
she
extremely
saves...
obvious.
When she saves the ghouls.
Mm-hmm.
Not saves the ghouls, but then saves him, even though after everything...
Yes.
She put her to do, and she's just like, take the box. Because that one that's started his quote-unquote redemption.
Yep.
Not redemption, but, well, probably will be, but like humanising him.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
maybe he's... Because then he obviously spared her and...
Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, it's the cycle. She saved him. Right?
Well,
And then they're going to fall in love. Oh my
Tiny
God.
wimey.
I saved you, you saved me, and now our hands touch, and maybe this is... I liked that. I liked her stuff. Her general just like kind of positivity.
It's
And
infectious.
just resilience. Sorry, but her naivety is a bit annoying. But I like
Vault
that
dweller.
but I like how she's learning from it, and
Yeah.
I like the potential of it now. Now that she's teaming up with the ghoul, how that because now they're going to be kind of on equals, and now she's feeling a bit okay.
She's
now
a bit,
I'm angry.
She's a bit bigger.
Now, yeah, she's developed, and she's probably going to get a bit more brutal, which I like. I don't think she'll go full ghoul, but she'll be a bit. Because now she's like, oh my God, my whole life's been a lie. My dad's killed my mum.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I like it.
All right.
Why do you like it, mate?
I just think that's just what's going to happen, innit?
Yeah.
Like, of course, the person who's nice goes to bad place, becomes bad. Cool. Give us something new.
No,
but then,
no.
can you give something new?
But is that not how a human would react?
Yeah, but then after like 48,000 TV shows doing that, it gets a bit boring. There's a reason it's called TV, mate, not real life. You know what I mean? Mix
Yeah,
things
but
up.
then what else would you do?
That's not for me, mate.
Cop out.
Cop out.
What's her face?
Ella
I thought they
Purnell.
could have done more with her. But I don't.
satisfied
I'm
with
not.
what I got.
Yeah.
And she had to be fairly a plain canvas because she's sort of like the introductory character to the show. She's the generic protagonist, which you can implement yourself into.
I think what annoyed me most was, and I
The
say
lack
annoyed.
of bum. This is, by the way, this is a recurring meme on that one tweet.
Yeah, I know. It's not objectifying the women.
No, although it's a Bethesda
Officially.
product, and it is
Which one-
rules
yeah.
to play with the in larger mods.
Let me get the marine mod,
No,
just so I can feel
seriously.
seen.
Ella, please hit me up.
Only
Only 6 years difference. That's feasible, no?
Anywho, the bit that annoyed me was in the final episode when she goes to Moldova. She's like, oh, I've been thinking about what would happen in this moment, and I was thinking about sticking a grenade, and I was like, where's all this rage being? You've not showed us from the moment she leaves the vault. She doesn't express like any like actual like rage or like desire. She's just like, I'm just going to get my father. There's no, I'm gonna fucking get my hands on Moldova and
You're
get
right,
revenge. I'm just like, you seemed like Instagram vibing in the wastelands.
Yeah.
No replies, going through the desert. Just got my
That's
finger.
what I'm using now. That's instead of the trenches, mate, going through the desert.
Just going through the desert. No replies. Only real ones know.
Only real ones hit me up.
Picture of all the dead people in the vault. No replies. If you know, you know.
No, by the way, no one knows, mate. Everyone's dead.
And my main complaint, I've left it till the end.
And it's not the Gulper situation.
It is not the Gulper situation, Joseph.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay, you're wrong, but go on.
It's the idea. I don't feel they conveyed the location travelling in and the amount of time passed during this, and it worries me because we were going season 2 and we're already going to like the big New Vegas, but like the locations in this one did not feel like defined at all. We were jumping around. She was in this city. She was in that blah blah blah. The only one that was kind of properly established was Sandy Shores.
No, but then was it?
No, not really.
That was there.
I guess that little Philly town was, but like.
No, but again, that was just there.
It was just
Theoretically,
there.
that could be there, but then moved there next season, and we wouldn't
It's
know.
like when they were going, through the city, and like Maximus was in the suit under the bridge and stuff. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
Where was that?
That's what I mean, mate. Like, where is Philly to Sandy Shores to that to where we saw Roger?
And why are we not seeing what this city looks like after everything?
Yeah, we never saw Philly again.
Yeah, and Becca was saying, when they get to the hospital, and they were like on the street before they go into Vault 4.
Yeah.
She's like, why does this? If it's been 200 years, why does this look fine? Do you know what I mean? Like the streets look well kept.
Mm.
Because I'm just thinking, like obviously you've not played it, but you've seen gameplay. Like in The Last of Us when it shows the cities, all the fucking grass is going through the concrete and stuff. I'm just like,
why has that not happened here?
why is it still just pavement 200 years later?
Real talk.
There's just a few things I was just like, I don't know where we are or how long's passed here.
So A, unintentional, bad, whatever. B, intentional. How do we know it's been 200 years?
The ghoul? Why would he lie?
How's he know? Sorry, has he kept a fucking tick
Yeah,
of every day?
all right, but I think it's probably like a fair estimate. Unless.
How do you know it's not 50 years? When he spends half his time underground,
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like even 50 years is.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
that's
yeah.
Like even The Walking Dead, like shows the dead. I think the only thing to see the actual degradation is the guy's head, like when he's rotted. But I'm just like, oh, this much time's gone.
Yeah, there is no.
And sorry, I interrupted you there, but I'm going.
I was just gonna say there is no passage of time. It's very weird.
Like, one thing I just remembered it now. I don't feel Lucy got enough time on her own. Oh. So you have that first bit where they all meet, and then she instantly gets captured by the ghoul.
Yeah.
And then she escapes, and there's like, and then she conveniently again just goes to that bridge where Maximus is.
Yeah.
I was like, I want to see her character without being surrounded by these other
adventures.
people. Yeah, show me her
personal progression.
Yeah.
Wow, does that say a lot about the dealing with female characters, mate? There can't be anything without the male characters. Because seriously though, Maximus got his own shit in his own.
Yeah.
The ghoul, even a brother. But it's the only main female character has to be involved with another male character.
I just wanted to literally just like an episode of just her. Yeah. But yeah, honestly, I think in terms of video gameplay adaptions, blah blah blah. I think it might be the best or up there. The only one that's I've obviously not seen it, but The Last of Us. I think this is probably better than The Last of Us.
Gonna hit you with it.
Hit me, baby.
Does it do a good representation of the games? Or playing the games, if you get what I mean.
I think it...
Like the world that the games are set in, or the games, because I don't think it gives anything of the games.
I think it gives the world of the game. What do you mean by the games?
Or the games. Like what you do in Fallout. There's none of that. Do you know what I mean? But like the world they're in is good.
Yeah.
And we discussed it earlier, like there's not as many ghouls everywhere, because from a gameplay point you need more to keep it interesting, but then in this it'd be unrealistic.
Yeah, it's like, when they make... they don't really do anymore, but when like movies came out and they'd make a game of it.
Yeah.
But the game would represent the film, but it won't be like what the world of the film is, because you got to cater it to this different...
Yeah, like the Bolt game. Yeah. You're not doing anything to do with the film, you're just Bolt. In a game.
Sorry.
I know that sounds so stupid.
The Bolt game. Where's it
called
Bolt
Bolt game?
Yes, I did. I loved
On
Bolt.
the DS.
Me and the little hamster.
It's on my N5 card, mate, right downstairs.
Why? Oh, that explains why you've brought
but you get what I mean, though. Like they've just I feel like they've just taken Fallout and just made it into a TV show. This sounds so stupid. But like we didn't even we kind of saw.
It's like they've taken Fallout.
Made it a TV show.
Joseph, I think you're right.
They should make it a game next. No, but it's like we kind of saw it with the brother hacking the terminal, but there's none of these core gameplay mechanics that have been translated into the game. We didn't see an in-universe explanation of VATS once, and that aggravates me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, but alright, you could keep saying but like inevitably you've got to do some shit in the first season.
They have done.
What have they done, mate? We got a gulper that's not a gulper. Oh. We saw 2 rad roaches. We saw 1 Brahmin.
Well, yeah, but then we saw the Brotherhood.
Which might not even officially be the Brotherhood, by the way, because they're not that religious in game. So make of that what you will.
It could be a different faction.
So it's not the Brotherhood.
But it is the Brotherhood.
Maybe it's not the Brotherhood.
But it is the Brotherhood, isn't
it? All right, so if I
but
go...
But it is... We saw ghouls.
Not how ghouls are traditionally... I didn't like the ghouls, right?
Not how it is in the books, actually.
No,
not how ghouls are in the books.
They didn't feel ghouly enough, and they felt just like generic Walking Dead zombies. Like, it's not giving radiation. It's giving decay, which I kind of get, but there's no... Like, her mum, as a ghoul, tell me she wasn't just an extra from The Walking Dead.
That one I agree, but then what about the ones in the shop? When she was the woman...
They were good, to be fair. Which shop? The drugstore.
Yeah.
When they're all locked up.
And then she was
they look like ghouls, but then that's the only time we see ghouls and they're locked up. Do you know what I mean? We don't see ghouls ghouling. We don't see. We don't see ghouls ghouling.
It's the fact you said that, just like in the middle and with chess. Mate, we don't see ghouls ghouling.
We don't though. Like, there's no hordes of ghouls. Like there's not one scene where you go into a thing and accidentally wake them all up. Tell me you've not played the Fallout games.
Yeah,
That's what happens.
True.
That's what happens. There was one bit when he blew that guy's leg off. The ghoul blew the scientist guy's leg off. That's the thing you do in game.
Yeah, you've got to say. There's definitely a lot of the gameplay.
No,
game stuff in it.
There's a lot of the world stuff in it.
Yeah.
Not a lot of the game stuff in it. I'm still hooked. We've not even seen a Mirelurk for a start.
Yeah, true.
Where's that?
Actually, one thing I do want to mention, as much as I love the ghoul, when he takes out all those Brotherhood people, I just want to point out, it's obviously he gets the surprise shot on one, but one, why are they letting him do the whole monologue? Shoot him.
Yeah.
But so he kills one, but there's 2 knights in there, and then there's generally like 30 just random soldiers.
Yep.
And he kills them all just by like turning the lights off.
Turn the lights off.
But I'll just but he stood there. Even if the lights off, if there's like 40 of you, all of you with a machine gun, just spray, you'll hit him.
Convenient.
I was like, he is cool, and I get it, main plot armor, but like I was like, that's a bit silly. And like, I get, but there's 2 people in power armor.
I did like the cool callback to the discussion he had with Bert Buddy about the suits.
Yeah.
It was like, well, them design flaws got a few.
I'll look past it because it's cool when he just drops it, instantly loads it, and just no scopes the guy. But at the same time, it's silly Billy.
What's your opinion on the lack of Deathclaw? Because obviously that is heavily hinted.
Yeah. I wasn't surprised by it, and I that's what I mean. I took it from that. I was like, oh, they're teasing. That's what's coming. But then they didn't show any of the other creatures. I feel like if they show...
Does it count as teasing if you don't mention it the entire thing and then just randomly one of the last shots?
It is teasing. It's like it's an end
Tell
credit.
me you couldn't have done a better job at teasing.
Yeah, but it's like it was basically essentially an end credits on it. But that is what a tease is.
I think they could have done it so much better.
Yeah, probably.
Like,
but that's not. It was a tease.
So they put all that effort into building up the Night Mother, the Flame Mother, whatever she is.
The Night Mother.
The Night Mother.
The
listener.
I feel like if they showed the other creatures and stuff, and got a bit more of that, and then there's like, this is coming.
Oh, there's creatures in Fallout. I wouldn't have guessed, mate, by watching this
here
TV show. No, mate, I cannot describe how much it pissed me off. Not one. Not even a feral dog. Not even a mutated dog.
Say something positive right now about the show.
Power armor looks cool in real life. I really think it's cool. I think they did a good job of establishing how sick power armor actually would be.
Yes.
I can't wait to see more power armor, by the way.
Yeah.
I want to see the XO1s.
And now that Maximus is definitely going to get trained in it. And him and Lucy are actually going to butt heads in the storyline.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Oh, could you not argue that's a trope? Lovers turned enemies.
Yeah, like all the enemies to lovers trope. Yeah.
Mystic way around it, because they already love each other, and then they're going to have to beef.
Yeah, but it's just the famous romantic trope, enemies to lovers. Oh no.
It's like me and you, innit, mate?
Oh no, we hate each other, but there's only one bed. Oh,
I gotta sleep in it.
And we have to hug each other for warmth, but then we find warmth in each other. And
We've got to hug each other for warmth, but we find warmth in each other.
And it doesn't matter what the rest of the world thinks because we've got this.
We know what we've got's real. That's actually so fucking
So I think
funny.
that might have to wrap up.
Yeah, and so should you. Stay protected, ladies and gentlemen.
It was nice seeing the little Cogsworth guys. Cool. Love you, Matt Berry.
Yeah, that was cool. This has been definitely serious.
And I've been Joseph.
And I've been Kieran. Pranked.
Got you.
You've been hit by the prank patrol.
Mulled over that. Bye.
Bye.